If we do nothing, the innocent will...
We are back here at the Grr camp.
Good choices.
Grr. It's the Grr. And I've selected the wrong mouse setting. There we go. I have to slow down the mouse sensitivity to play this game.
We will have to act for all our...
Otherwise, it just goes crazy. Oh, I'm just noticing that I'm encumbered. Well, what is up with that? Ah, I have too much water. Let's give some water to Shadowheart. Oh, Shadowheart. Shadowheart's portrait looks different? Maybe? Let's give some to Gale and Shadowheart, because they threw water at each other the other day. I don't really need to carry this violin around. A carafe of water. Though outwardly non-magical, this clay carafe always feels cool to the touch. Cool. And I have silver chalices. Okay, whatever. I got too much junk, as always. I still haven't used up my smoke powder bombs. You know, I'm gonna give a couple of these to the others. Just in case they might have some... Whoops, that was canceled. That wasn't. Confirm. There. Okay. And I'm still wearing the amulet of giggling. The amulet's spirit lingers, making everything seem just a little more vibrant. Must succeed a wisdom saving throw when using the amulet's power or become hysterical. Alright, let's go talk to the Grr. I thought I overheard one of them saying something about a vampire, too.
Can't slow down.
Ah, there we go. Let's listen in. Cazador's nest of serpents.
What will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
They're talking about Cazador.
The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have other things on his mind.
He's a vampire hunter.
They spread like
I have something to ask.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, famed monster hunters. She's burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im orak nete krasin netra. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My thanks. We grieve those who left us, but celebrate them too. They died well. There is doom in the air these days, but welcome news too. Word has reached me that the undying Ketheric Thorm is destroyed, and if whispered tales can be believed, he was defeated by one looking much like you.
How do you know that? And, what if he was?
The head of the shadow-cursed warlord is an impressive trophy. I am wondering if I could tempt you with another.
Well, perhaps. What did you have in mind? I hope it's not a white-haired fellow.
Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future. They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could.
Well, I am level 9 now, but I have a feeling a vampire might be out of reach. How am I meant to get in if this palace is so well guarded?
The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did.
Well, I'll do whatever I can, I suppose. I am headed that way for other reasons that I will not mention around a bunch of vampire hunters such as yourself.
If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Karlak is inspired.
Our strength
They
is
spread
never
like
yours,
locusts.
but the bonds we share, and they are stronger. So we should do nothing.
So we have we met a tribe of Gur people. Their leader, Ulma, told us that a vampire called Cazador has been killing their people and kidnapping their children. She asked us to save the children and slay the vampire. We should find where Cazador resides. And we will be doing that anyway for Astarion at some point. Although I don't really want to put him in the party to go after him, but I guess we'd have to.
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the hells and back, but this does not feel right.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
Hey, you have the same tattoo that I do.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
Well, you're the dour one, aren't you?
Forgive me.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
Perhaps I can animate some of them.
They spread like locusts.
We may shed blood.
Okay, well,
should do
I guess
nothing.
they're just looking for vampires. I thought they were plotting something. At the end of my last episode, I thought maybe they were plotting something that would be quite evil, but turns out not.
So few of us left. Our strength is never
This looks like a lovely place.
and they are stronger than ever.
Oh, there's a child's drawing.
Always room for more.
Perhaps one of the missing children. And it's vanished into my inventory somewhere. I can't read it. I don't get to read the child's drawing. Okay. What do I do with it? I guess I just hold on to it.
Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their
Somebody's left a lute. And a household prayer. Lathander to light, saloon to guide, Kellamvor to judge, and passage provide. Feels like that might be, somebody's abandoned locket. Perhaps they've lost it. Perhaps that little poem can help us, in the middle of a dungeon somewhere. Perhaps it explains how to solve a puzzle of some sort.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
Again, I don't know where I am or where I'm going. I'm genuinely not sure where I am. I thought I was in Worm's Crossing, but everything's labeled Rivington. Is Is Rivington part of Worms Crossing? Is Worms Crossing a section of Rivington, or is Rivington a section of Worms Crossing? Or is Worms Crossing the bridge over top of the river? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, but in any case, I'm still looking for a temple of some sort, and I have not found any temples. Alright, I'm gonna head south. And,
Oh, I see. Compliments in return for the picnic, is it? Maybe I'll take that drink after all.
past the picnickers again.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
Oh, fine then. I'm going to head back into the refugee camp. We're looking for somebody for Shadowheart here. We're looking for clues on where the Sharans are. I think I've talked to all these people before. But not these people.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
All right.
Donations?
Donations for what?
Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
Maybe people would donate more if you weren't so rude.
Nothing to donate. Then again, do kindly leave.
What's going on here? What's going on inside this barn? Flaming fists wandering around. Inside this barn. This barn appears to have a large number of supplies. You there, Verone. What's going on here?
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
Am I allowed to cast friends on people and then talk to them? I don't think I've ever actually tried that. Can I cast friends on Fist Verone? And then talk?
Not sure why you're poking around here. Just smells of pig piss.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess she doesn't want to talk no matter what. Well, here's a side room. Why are we poking around here? It feels important. The game seems to be telling me that something important is going down in this barn, but I'm not sure what.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are.
Sharans?
The wool agents of the Absolute.
Oh.
Mark my words.
Well, some of them might be. I'll mark more than your words. Praise the Absolute. That's probably... You think all of the refugees are hardcore absolutionists?
There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. But you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city.
You know, I had a similar situation with xenophobes back in the Emerald Grove, and I can tell you that everyone died at the end of that encounter. Baldurian? Your accent's Rivingtonian. That hardly counts.
Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
Take that.
I'm not paid to debate with Sydney.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
My hearts bleed for you. Get to the point.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I'm going to let Shadowheart handle it. She's been handling her own affairs thus far, so I'll let her continue to handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, and seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you will.
Should we kill him before he leaves?
To take down troublemakers.
Oh well.
So don't make trouble.
Well, we found where to go. We have found a Sharan lookout called Ferg Droger. He revealed that the cloister is hidden in a place called the House of Grief in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. The House of Grief, that's our destination.
These clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Alright, we've finished one goal. Now, where else is there to go? We can't go through this gate because it's locked. We can't get into the barn because they're protecting it. We can't go through the south span checkpoint without bribing somebody. Looks like there's some stairs there. Let's go up there. To the northwest, then.
Get us inside the city.
Where's my dog? Oh, Scratch found something? What did you find? What did you find, Scratch? Ah, he found something else. He's just finding stuff everywhere. And he's... Oh god, the camera. The camera's killing me. Which way are you pointing? You're pointing this way? Over here? I don't see anything over here. There's a barrel. More water. Send that to Karlak. What are you finding, Scratch? Your finding things mechanic is very confusing. User interface wise. Oh, he's found something else. Is it in these barrels? These boxes? I don't see anything in these boxes. There's nothing in these boxes. What are you doing? This guy? I can't pickpocket this guy. There's nothing here at all. It's just a refugee, Scratch. Scratch has gone crazy.
This is the third time in the last 10
Why is the camera going up here like
Maybe it
this?
has something to do with the army about to invade the city.
Don't believe everything you read in the broadsheets. That so-called army is probably no more than a pack of goblins and bugbears.
I don't want to leave. I know, sweetie. But we'll be safe.
I am this close to buying and training a pigeon to send my own post. Oh, now there's an idea.
Oh, yeah.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
Alright, where was I going? I've already lost my way. Wait, we haven't been up here, have we? Somebody's mansion. Is this the temple?
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see. They're good people, holy people.
I found the temple!
Can I please have some food? Oh, sorry. I thought you were a priest.
If you're looking for Ilmater's charity, you're out of luck. They've turned their backs on us, like everyone else.
I've got something I know they'll want back.
Nothing but scraps.
Here we be! Ah! Take me to my cherished Shira, and thy reward shall be plenty.
Yes. The open hand temple at last.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
Are you Shira? What happened?
I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
Oh.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
Well, it seems like we can just walk in anyway. You know, I realize I don't think I ever took a short rest after that last battle. Everybody's still wounded. Oh, I did. I must have, because I'm down. I must have used the Song of Short Rest. I'm looking for a Shiri.
We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelnane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
Oh. I heard your priest died. My condolences.
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorgan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid.
Sounds like your god would be proud of Father Lorgan.
Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
More against Father Lorgan. I've nothing against Father Lorgan. Ilmater rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
I'm looking for Shari. I forgot the name already. Are you Shiri? No.
Enough, Yanis. I don't teach you how to pray, so don't teach me how to investigate.
There's a tiny flying elephant here named Valeria, Sleuth of Helm.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
Sounded like you were having quite the disagreement. Don't apologize, though. It sounded like a load of bollocks anyway.
I wouldn't go that far. But the investigator is being particularly challenging right now. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time someone blamed a politically convenient target. No murder story I've ever read or recited as Tavi the Bongo Bard has ended simply. I bet there's more afoot here.
Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Any idea what I should be looking for?
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
Can you tell me where to find someone named Shira Clawin by any chance?
I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit.
Oh no. Alright, well where can I find the investigator? I just saw him flying away.
Sharetta's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case.
Sharetta's caress?
I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
Sounds like a fun place. It's the second time I've heard that place mentioned. I think that sounds like a house of ill repute. Help the curse. So, it sounds like we need to go out back to the graveyard. Which I'm just guessing is out back because that's where the marker is on the map for the quest.
Kitchen. Visitors kindly keep to common areas. Food will be served at meal times.
Well, this is not... It's not a graveyard, it's a kitchen. Oh, wait. Wait, where did she actually say the grave was? Did she say where the grave was? Okay, wait a second. The quest is pointing me towards this trapdoor that clearly has blood smeared all around it.
Let's see.
Is there not a graveyard about? There's a lower floor. And there's a back door.
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in suffering. Belfry. Bell ringers only past this point.
You there, Sister Rose, the penitent.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
I'm looking into Lorgan's death. I need to ask you some questions. You know, actually I'm undergoing delayed illithid ceremorphosis, if you must know.
You'd interrupt me for something like that? Just rub a bit of aloe on. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to.
Indeed, I'm investigating his death and I have some questions.
What do you want to know?
Who do you think killed Father Lorgan?
I reckon Investigator Valeria is right. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
I see. Do you mind if I talk to the corpse? Is it alright if...
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Shadowheart talks to the corpse? Father Lorgan? We can just ask him who killed him. Make things much quicker.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
Oh, alright. Why did he kill you? What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Oh, why were you hiding Brilgor?
Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will.
So a dwarf dressed in red killed him. And, where were you attacked?
Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge.
And also, where did you hide this Brilgor?
Took him to the tunnels with the rest. Oh, fool.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
There, case closed. Brilgor didn't kill him.
All right, what now?
Some dwarf.
Please, leave me be. I've got an awful lot to get done.
Well, you're not going to be talking to the corpse now, because I did it for you. Ha ha! The corpse of Father Lorgan mentioned that he and Brilgor were murdered in a hidden tunnel beneath the Open-Hand Temple. We can access it through the temple crypt. We learn that Father Lorgan uses the temple crypt to hide imperiled refugees. We should examine the crypt to learn more. And that's the place where we're going to find the grave of Shira as well. Sounds like all roads lead to the crypt. The investigation is afoot. Wait, maybe we should find... How do we find, Well, I guess we're not gonna find the investigator, because he's gone away somewhere. To the crypts, then. The Sharessa's caress will have to wait. And here we are in the crypts, where it's quite dark. Don't know that we should have Scratch with us for this. There's a lot of blood down here. You'd think the investigator would have noticed that. An onion! Something for the camp. And fish. And horseradish. Ah,
What's
damn
on
it.
your mind?
I didn't mean to click on you, Carla. You just walked in front of me when I clicked on the sacks. Just like you always do. Just like you party members are always doing, walking in front of my mouse clicks. It's very irritating. Once again, I really wish... Oh, 10 camp supplies from a pork shoulder and more horseradish. I really wish this game had been a third-person camera instead of this stupid overhead camera thing. Oh no, Tabby's encumbered now with camp supplies. What do we do now? Oh, I have 2 different hand drums. Let's send one back to camp. Got bronze chalices. Is that enough? Can I send some of these camp supplies to Karlak? More water. Let's send that to Gale. The place is full of food. We must take all the food. And we'll pick up another sack, pouch, and a wine rack. More wine. There's so many camp supplies to pick up here. It's the most important thing we need in this game, really. If only it was slightly less tedious to deal with food in this game. This food is rotten. They're not storing it properly. Wait, did I hear the dog barking? Okay. Well, where's the crypt? It must be this way, then, I presume. More blood. There's an altar here that has covered with blood. Looks like a secret underground ritual temple. There's a scroll here called Rites for the Passing.
I have to put my hands on everything.
A book of Ilmatery death rites. This page, on the turning, is particularly dog-eared. There will come a time, there will come many a time, O worshipful tormented, that you will have to comfort a faithless unfortunate as they pass from this life to the next. Or perhaps even more distastefully, you may be faced with the dying acolyte of a wretched god, keen to shirk the blasted afterlife awaiting them. The Lord on the rack grants us a great many powers, but altering the moral velocity of a soul is one we cannot shift on the deathbed. If one has lived a life of sin, their soul is bound for a sinful place, no matter their final protestations. However, it would do much more harm than good to tell them this. Ilmater does not forbid the speaking of untruth, no matter how polite society deems the act. If it would spare the dying wretch some suffering as they pass, Tell them that the weeping god awaits them with his balming embrace. Make them believe. Whatever torment their soul bears in the realms beyond, it remembers not their body, so spare them at least this final passing moment from hardship. Huh. Ilmater encourages lying. On the Weary, Volume 1, by Father Lorgan. A collection of Father Lorgan's writings on despondency. Perhaps the hardest suffering to ail is that which dulls, but does not pang. Weariness sits deep within one's soul, but it casts its miring net across the surface, dampening all errant thoughts and feelings in its wake. Malaise of this sort can rot the heart if left to fester, but must be extricated carefully. Above all else, the weary soul knows itself better than you can. Do not condescend, do not assume, do not impose. Simply avail yourself as a tool to the weary. Let them know you can be used however they might need. And a glass of wine. Scratch, what have you found? A barrel? More water. Is it? Yeah, okay. Thought maybe you'd found a switch or something. This does sort of look like it should be a, secret passage. Is this the crime scene? What's just happened? What is happening? Why are we running all of this way?
Into his embrace. Salve.
What in the hell just happened? Did I accidentally click on something and start... That was so weird. I must have accidentally clicked on something and completely left. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, this really looks like it should be a secret door there, but... I don't see any switches. Nobody's... Oh, there's a switch, a heraldic sign. And a button. And nothing happened. There must be another button over here on the opposite side. I'll wager.
That's curious.
And now the secret door opens to the crime scene. Good boy, Scratch. Well, this is a very large secret hideout. And there's blood everywhere. Wait, can we find the, Can we find... Before we go charging off into the secret hideout, we walked past, I think, the place where we need to go for the cursed monk. Let's go through these doors. This looks like a crypt. What are you looking at, Scratch? It's a door. I see it's a door, Scratch. I don't care about the door just yet.
A crypt? This must be where Shira Clawin is buried.
but where?
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Here it is. The tomb of the Amulet Spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Well, if she died last year, that means this year must be 1492. That's rather amusing. It did say 1491, right?
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin.
Do we
date of birth unknown,
open it?
Died 1491 DR.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh.
What's happened?
Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmater's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
I'm going to ponder what I know of the monk's affliction. What are the consequences of accepting it? I'm going to get some guidance from Shadowheart. And we succeed with a 25.
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
And what happens if I say yes exactly? I already know how to cast Tasha's hideous laughter. Gods no, I don't want to inherit your curse.
Oh, well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
Oopsie. We're fighting Shira Clarwin, a level 9... What? Zombie? Zombie... They're all zombies and they've all surprised us. Well... Didn't surprise Karlak, though. They've all got resistance to, Oh, no, they don't. They only resist... They're only immune to poison. Handy. Well, who should we kill first? Shira herself? Who's possessed? Yes. One hit for 13, second hit for 16 against poor Shira, and she is half dead, and we will rage now. And we get an intangible spirit with wild magic. They're striking at Shadowheart but missed. Striking at Karlak hits for 12 points. And another one hits Gale for 24 points.
Here's where I be.
And Flintster Sunseeker was just possessed? Who's that? Wait, do we have to kill the one who's possessed? Is that how it works? Okay, Karlach is up again. Karlach can probably finish off Shira. Do we go after the one that's possessed? We're not going to be able to kill him. We know they'll move again. If we give them one less body to move into, that seems like it would be better. So I'm gonna finish off Shira Clarwin. Your poor granddaughter is now dead. Again.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And now Tavi is up. Tavi's going to trigger her sword. To give us a bonus on attack rolls and saving throws, just in case these undead do crazy stuff. Or no, I'm going to give them I'm going to give them a penalty on their saving throws. Because Shadowheart is about to turn them, probably. And we're going to do a healing word at first level on Gale. Not much healing, but he's probably gonna die. Oh no! Poor... I feel like, Scratch should probably leave. We don't need you here in this fight, Scratch. I don't want you to get killed. You're fairly useless in game mechanics terms, but... Oh, I forgot to do Karlach's flump thing. Okay, so now it's Shadowheart. So it changed her hairstyle, but it didn't change her hair color in the portrait. It looks strange. It's very strange. I think she's gonna switch to her, to the Blood of Lathander, because this does blindness on undead. Yes, they're all blinded now, and she's gonna walk into the middle of them. Take that. And with her bonus action, she's gonna do Sanctuary on Gale, because he's about to die.
Battle of wits.
Gale will cast Mage Armor, because he hasn't done that yet. And with his bonus action, he does not have any healing potions. So that's it. Strike on Shadowheart misses. A zombie does a slam on Karlach. Tavi uses cutting words to stop it, and does. It misses. That one's tried to slam Tavi and missed as well. Tavi is now going to strike at Flintster Sunseeker the zombie. Oh, that's Karlach. Never mind. Karlach is striking at Flintster Sunseeker, doing a bunch of damage. And then she's gonna do a bonus action with her flump to explode over here somewhere.
Another fight. Let's go.
Tavi is now going to strike at Flintster Sunseeker, who is possessed. Hits for 11 and banes them. And then it's gonna do a bonus action. Bardic Inspiration on Shadowheart. Gale's probably just going to sit there and not do anything.
fools these mortals be?
Because he doesn't need to.
Can't afford to let up.
Shadowheart is gonna swing at Flinster, who's only got 6 hit points left and is still possessed. And that was it.
Eternally cursed then, my spirit be! No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance! No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate by any measure.
Oh, an eternity of laughing. How bad could it be, really? Well, we solved the cursed monk situation by leaving them cursed forever. The spirit possessed Shira's body. We refuse to take on his madness, putting a stop to him instead. His spirit will forever remain cursed. Sorry. And now let's take a short rest.
That helped.
Did the zombies have anything to do? So when we killed the possessed zombie, everybody else fell down too. Oh, a scroll of wall. Ooh, wall of fire. Nice. Awesome. Who were these other ones?
Here lies Raloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR.
Died again 1492 DR.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR.
And again 1492 DR.
Best be on my way.
Alright, we did it. We solved the cursed monk quest at least. And then next time we'll go explore this underground secret area to see if we can solve the case of the murdered father.